There is so much to discover right in our own backyard, and I love this partnership we have with ILLINOISouth Tourism. Andy Waterman back in studio. He's the communications director with ILLINOISouth Tourism, and today we're kind of talking about some trips. We've got family trips, we've got a girls trip, we've got a little bit of everything, and you can go for the day, you can go for a weekend. You guys have made it so easy on your website to just look at it and go, okay, my trip is planned. I don't have to do anything except fill the car with gas and pack a bag.
Literally all you have to do is download these itineraries and bada bing, you're good to go.
Yeah. So let's start with the family trip itinerary. Where do we start out on that one in your opinion?
So in this one, the way that I wrote it, you would head on I-70 from the city and you would go towards Indiana, and your first stop would be Casey, which we've already talked about week one when I was doing this.
The Land of Giants.
The Land of Giants.
I don't know if my friends were listening because my friend Tanya and Lori on Facebook, they travel around a lot. And all of a sudden I see Tanya's husband trapped in the world's largest mousetrap.
Yep.
I see him stuck inside the world's largest bird cage.
Yep.
I'm like, were you guys listening? They had to have been, right?
You would think.
Yeah,
You
can't
would
be a
think.
coincidence.
Well, I don't know that, I mean, people probably have heard of Casey before we started talking about
she said it right.
Casey, you got it right this time, yes. So the first stop would be there to experience all the world's largest things and other big things there in Casey, and some eateries and things like that too. Now from there you would head south to Robinson, and Robinson is a cute little community. We've talked about it before as well. That is the home of the Heath Bar.
Oh yes, you threw that little nugget out at us.
Yes, so that is where you can go to the Heath Confectionery
They've got
Museum.
like a little museum.
And you can
buy like a fresh Heath bar.
You can buy a bag of unwrapped Heath bars or wrapped Heath bars.
Oh, cool.
And they've also got like other, it's just a museum where you could look around and just learn about the history of the Heath bar.
Toffee.
Yes.
Toffee.
Chocolate and toffee, correct. And then while you're in town, they have one of the best aquatic centers in our area. So if you've got kiddos, they have, it's called Pelican Cove. They've got water slides, they've got a huge pool, and then they have this giant splash pad area with a big pirate ship in the middle of it
that's
that you can
fun.
jump on, play on. They've got, all kinds of, the water guns and things like that. So that is a cool place to take the kiddos. And then once you're done doing those things in Robinson, you can head west over to Jasper County. Big town there is Newton. That is the county seat. And there they have one of the few remaining drive-in movie theaters in Southern Illinois. There aren't a ton left.
Right.
It's one of, you've got to drive about an hour and a half to find the next one from there. And once you're finished with the movie, then you can head south to Olney, and they've got a couple of hotels where you can get a good night's sleep.
I mean, really, we talk about this all the time, and I was just mentioning this when we were coming home from Eureka Springs over the weekend. If we didn't take a road trip, and we're RVing, you miss so many places. You're just going to a destination and you're flying over and you get there and you go see that place. But all of these little towns really offer something special. It's whether it's the architecture or the flavor of the town when you pull into the diner or a unique shop. I mean, there really is something to love about each one of these places.
I despise talking to people when they're like, oh, it's a small town, there's not much to it.
Yeah.
Every town has something about it, whether it's a tradition, an event, something that's known for. Every town has that. And the next town that is on this family road trip itinerary is known for the white squirrels. And that's all. So you could get up the next morning, have go get some brunch or breakfast at Ophelia's Cup. It's a great little spot in town. It's been there for forever. And go to the park there in Olney, and you can literally watch white squirrels scampering around. And go ahead.
What does that mean?
It's really a white squirrel.
Yeah, it's an albino squirrel. Yeah.
Just one of them?
Oh, there's dozens.
How does that happen?
There are other different communities that are like that, but you go to Olney and there are white squirrel things everywhere.
And
signs.
How far is Olney from downtown St. Louis?
You're looking at a little over 2 hours.
Okay.
Not too much over 2 hours.
Yeah.
All right, Olney squirrels.
And they even have an event every October where they invite people to come to town and they do what's called the white squirrel count. They like to make sure that the white squirrel population is staying steady in town, so they send people out all through town, and you literally count the white squirrels.
Are you looking at it online?
And by the way, the Olney website, the city of Olney, their logo is a squirrel.
Well, yes.
The squirrels are even on their police cars there.
They are?
Yes, that's how much they love
Dare
the
I
white
say it's a
squirrel.
squirrely town.
It is a squirrely town. So I mean, it's great. And
Look
then
at these guys.
I know. And then if you head a little west from there to Flora, if you have any railroad fans or train fans in your family, they have what's called Little Toot Railroad, and that is a quarter-scale railroad where they take it all the way around Charlie Brown Park. People love to ride that at Christmas time. They do that at Christmas time, and it is great. So a few other places to hit on this itinerary that I'll just kind of breeze through a little bit here. One of the really cool places is called Viewwood State Park, and that is in Wabash County, just south of Mount Carmel. That has one of the few remaining tracts of virgin timber east of the Mississippi. Trees there can grow up to 12 stories tall and over 3 feet wide in diameter.
Holy
They're huge.
cow.
They're awesome. And then one of the last place to talk about on that family road trip is Westwood Recreation, I-64 KOA campground. Great place where you could take your RV.
Yes.
They've got tent camping, they've got RV hookups, they've got all of that. But they have a huge playground for the kids and 27 holes of putt-putt golf. One of the best miniature golf courses
How many
I've seen.
holes?
27.
I didn't know you could play more than 18.
You certainly can.
Love it.
Yes.
All right, well, I want to go on a guy's trip,
Mm-hmm.
Andy. You know, Heidi, you've been on vacation far too much. It's my turn. Guy's trip, what do you got for me?
So, do you like golf?
I like riding in a golf cart with my friends and drinking beer and smoking cigars.
So one of the best golf courses to do that in the Metro East is Stonewolf Golf Club. If you've heard of that, it's not too far from downtown St. Louis. It's actually over in Fairview Heights. It was designed by Jack Nicklaus. It's an amazing, amazing course. Really great to go golf at. And then Worldwide Technology Raceway. If you or any of your guy friends like racing,
yeah.
It's a great place. If you're not catching a race there, you can go check out Gateway Kartplex.
Oh, I
What
have
is that?
done that, and it is incredible.
Go-karts, Josh, they go 55 miles an hour, my friend.
You have to be suited up in the
How is that
helmet.
safe?
You have to go through a little safety course, but it is awesome.
It-
Are they doing one of those fantasy things where you could drive around the big track? They do that from
They
time
used
to
to
time.
do the Richard Petty driving experience, and
Yeah.
I don't know that it's over there anymore.
I think that this 55-mile-per-hour golf cart, though, is right up my speed.
it's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And
then-
intense.
Yes, and then after you're done there, you can go to Peel Wood Fire Pizza. That's in O'Fallon,
So
which we've
good.
talked about before. Great place to get some food and beverage.
They've got their own beer there.
They do really good beer,
It's
and
not
if you
just,
go,
Peel Wood Fire Pizza and
It's-
brewery.
yeah, their beer
And
is real.
I would like to add that they also have a decent wine list.
They do.
Oh, well, there we go.
And their prosciutto and voltini is
Oh.
that's what you got to go for. Their
That
pizza's
pizza
great,
or-
but their prosciutto and voltini, it's
Okay.
like an appetizer.
Appetizer?
Do it.
All right, yeah.
But then one of the last thing for day one after you got your bellies full is the catch a Gateway Grizzlies baseball game. It's not too far from downtown St. Louis. They've always got some type of bobblehead night or something like
Always a
that.
fun
Fireworks,
promotion,
always, and it's cheap. It's like $6-7 to get in.
I went out there one time because I was doing a story from Metromix years ago and spotlighting strange foods, and they have a burger on a donut
They certainly do. They certainly do.
instead
I've had
of
one.
a
I've had
bun.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
Mini. So, okay. So what I thought was it was going to be 2 donuts and a burger in the middle, but they cut the donut in half,
And then they grill it. They put it on the flat top.
which is better because 2 donuts, that's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah,
That's too much.
But it was
It-
pretty good, wasn't it?
it was wild.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild.
It's not bad.
Well, I want to remind people that we are talking to Andy Waterman, Communications Director with Illinois South Tourism. Somebody on our text line, 84126, wants to know the name of the state park again. Did we talk about the state park?
Viewwood State
Park.
Park. That's in Wabash County, just south of Mount Carmel, over in the eastern region of our territory.
Someone else saying, OMG, so great. I did the squirrel count for extra credit when I went to college there.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, somebody else saying, I'm from Flora, Illinois. So awesome for the recognition. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Somebody said I caught the tail end of the go-karts. What's the name of that place?
Gateway Kartplex.
We're just on day 1 of the guys trip. Let's go to day 2 because there's more golf.
There is more golf, and the golf here is at Ambrier in Waterloo. And I don't know if you've heard of Ambrier, but it is consistently rated as one of the top golf courses, public golf courses in the state. It's absolutely awesome.
Okay.
I love golfing there. And then from there, then you can really just kick your feet up and go on the Southern Illinois Beer Trail. There are 18 breweries on the Southern Illinois Beer Trail. 10 of them run through this Illinois South territory. Those include in Waterloo, Hopskeller and Stubborn German.
Yes.
And then Leafer Brewery in Redbud and White Rooster Farmhouse Brewery in Sparta.
That is so cool. There doesn't have to be like a trolley that can take you from brewery
Not
to
that I'm
brewery.
aware of.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if there was.
So see, we're throwing out an idea for a
maybe,
business.
My
Alright.
cousin is texting me. What's the name of that city with the white squirrels? Olney.
See?
Yeah.
Olney,
Somebody else
Illinois.
said, I listen every day. I live in Southern Illinois. Love to hear you guys talking about our area. We live 10 miles from Westwood. Heidi will meet you for a drink in the saloon. I am there.
Oh, Ambrier looks like Augusta.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then wrap it up with day 3 for your guys trip there, Josh. If you've never been to the World Shooting and Recreational Complex in Sparta, if you have any friends on your trip that are friends of trap shooting or anything like that, it's got the longest trap shooting line in the world. They hold the World Trap Shooting Championships there every single year. That's actually coming up later this August and September.
And they've got skeet shooting, trap shooting,
All of it.
clays.
Yep.
Yeah. Have
And
you ever tried it?
And you don't have to obviously they have the events, but you can go there. They have business hours. You just have to look them up and see.
I mean, I don't. Just look at me. I'm not really,
That's true.
trap shooting
Yeah.
type.
I mean,
But
you could be.
it's one of those things. Pull. And you,
Yes.
I could probably hit something.
Yeah.
Something. Have you done it, Heidi? Your dad's a big hunter.
Yes.
Can you hit stuff
I mean, it takes a few tries,
to
but
get the hang of it?
But it's fun.
Let's go shooting together.
All right.
And
I'm
the
in.
last couple places would be Red Hawk Golf Course. That's east. That's in Perry County, between Pinckneyville and Tamaroa. And their 18th hole, I've golfed that a few times, and every single time their 18th hole. I mean, literally, you've got the tee box, water, and then the green, and every time it destroys me,
Yep.
and I leave angry.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Let's leave it on that note for a second because we still got to talk about the ladies' trip. So let's take a short break. We'll come back and we'll go through that itinerary. And there's so much fun to be had. We're going to tell you all about it with Illinois South Tourism. Andy Waterman and the crew over at Illinois South Tourism has done all of the hard work for you when it comes to any kind of trip you can imagine, whether it's a girls' trip, a family trip, a ladies' trip, and Josh, a couple's trip. So please explain how you just got in trouble.
Andy, you were describing the guys' trip over to Illinois South, the Ambrier, which is a beautiful golf course, the Gateway Kartplex, the go-karts that go 55 miles per hour. I said, ooh, that sounds great. And my wife texted me and she said, oh, I'm sorry. Do you need to go on any more vacations? I've already got 3 planned already.
Right.
So, is there something that we could do as a couple?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe over
Yes.
in Illinois?
Of course. And
My wife and I?
actually, not too far away from here at all. So day 1 would actually begin in Belleville, which is not far away. Great bike link. The Metrolink bike link trail there runs right along the Metrolink, and you can walk, jog. You can. I don't know how much of a workout person you are, but you can go on a nice couple stroll or nice couple
Yeah.
Tandem bike ride.
Oh.
Yeah,
How
sure.
romantic.
And then once you're finished there, then you can quench your thirst at the Wine Garden in Belleville, right there
Yes.
on Route 15. They've got some great beverages, and then right across from the Wine Garden is obviously Eckert's, and you can go. You could spend half a day or a whole day at
For
Eckert's.
sure. And they have concerts now again, so you can make a night of it.
It's peach season, right?
It is peach
Yeah.
season, and their sunflower maze is going to be opening, or sunflower trail is going to be
Oh,
opening back
love
up.
that.
Yes, so great place to go there. They've got a custard shop, restaurant, the whole 9 yards. So great place there. And then not too far down from there, on Route 15, you have the National Shrine of Our Lady of the Snows.
Which is is gorgeous.
Yep, great place to go walk around and just, hold hands with your wife, Josh, and just look at, the grotto or the Millennium Spire or any of that. And then, once nightfall is near, you can go to the Skyview Drive-In Theater and catch a movie.
Yeah, because they have 2 screens. It's such a cool place.
It is.
You know?
They do have 2 screens.
It kind of feels like you're going a little bit back in time. They still, I'm assuming, have like the merry-go-round and things that kids can
They
play
do have
on.
some play area for the kids, yep.
So much fun. Then we got day 2.
Day 2, we'll pick that up at, is your wife a farmer's market fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vine Street Market at O'Fallon Station, great place. We mentioned it actually a couple weeks ago when we were talking about O'Fallon. Great place to buy a whole bunch of different things, not just produce, but I mean they've had wineries there, they've had coffee there. I mean all types of different things. Salsa, if you're a salsa fan. So then from O'Fallon you can make your way south to Columbia, and you can actually take a tour of Stumpy's Spirits.
Stumpy's.
Yes. They have all kinds of different spirits, and they give you a tour, and you can, at the end of the tour, you can have some little samples too. So
You know what is going to be even, I guess, palate pleasing for Josh?
what's that?
Patty cakes.
Patty cakes. That's actually the ladies' trip itinerary, but we can talk about it.
I know.
Yes.
I'm just seeing something that he's going to,
Patty
want.
cakes?
I'll get to it in a minute. I'm just thinking about you ahead of time.
We'll wrap up the couples trip. One of the next places that you can go to after Columbia is actually the Poor Vineyard, and that is in Redbud. There's also Shore Lake winery that's in Waterloo, or just south Waterloo. So a couple places to get your drink on there. And then, have you ever been to Fort Deschart? That's in Prairie du Rocher. It is. They're celebrating their 300th anniversary. It is the oldest building in the state of Illinois.
No, I have not been there.
Yes,
Built in 1720.
Yes, so most of that has been rebuilt because of floods and everything, but they do have the Powder Magazine there, which is considered to be the oldest building in the state of Illinois. And it is you can go and walk around. It's a old French fortification. Awesome. Great history. You could just walk around.
I love a little history.
It's amazing.
I mean, you've got these perfectly because you have a little drink, you've got a little history, you got a little activity. I mean, you guys have done a great job, and people can find out more on your website, right?
Yep, you can go to ILLINOISouth.org, and you click on the menu on the left-hand side, and you go down to the bottom, and boom, the itinerary is right there. And then also, if you look at our visitor's guide, we've got 4-day trip itineraries, not these, but where you can go on 4-day, and there are a whole bunch of other different things in the visitor's guide that you can look at.
Can somebody tell me what patty cakes is now?
So Patty Cakes is in Highland, and Highland is full of just amazing sweet treats. So that was on the ladies' trip for a reason, because I know that a lot of ladies, including my wife, love sweet treats, bakeries, different things like that. So Patty Cakes is a place in Highland, cupcakes. They also do other baked goods. But this gal was on Food Network, and she won an episode of the Cupcake Wars.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit to day 1 of the ladies' trip itinerary. Crooked Creek Winery is at downtown in Centralia. I don't know about it.
So Crooked Creek has 2 locations. They've got one kind of out in the country outside of Centralia, and then they have one downtown Centralia as well.
Okay.
And that one is mostly open more so at the evenings. But Crooked Creek, they've got great wines. Their everyday rosé is really good. That's what they call it.
Yes.
And they're also there in Centralia is the Centralia Carillon, which I think we've talked about before. But it is one of the largest bell towers in the world. They have it's got, I think, 60 bells, 65,000 pounds of bell total, and they have concerts there that you can, they've had food vendors there on Saturday nights, so really cool. And then from there, once the concert's finished and all of that, then you can head over to Carlisle, which we talked about. They've got the Hazlitt Cottages at Carlisle Lake, where you can literally, they've got amazing views of the largest man-made lake in the state, and a lot of those cottages offer the same amenities that you'd have at home.
So cool. Somebody else on the Miracle Ear text line, 84126. I just went to Wine Garden and enjoyed strawberry sangrias.
Oh, you knew they were going to say that.
Oh, yes.
That's what they're known
I love
for.
sangria.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, each one of these sounds just more exciting, more fun than the next. And I appreciate you guys doing all the work for us. Do you have a final little nugget for us, Andy? Because you seem to always have something for us before you go.
What do you want? Do you want it on food, or do you? What would you like the nugget on? I'm full. I'm full with nuggets.
Any events that we want to put on our calendar coming up?
So yes, events real quick. So this weekend, if you're into horses, there's the Southern Illinois Equine Horse Show at the DuQuoin State Fairgrounds.
Oh.
All weekend, always a good time. And then at Worldwide Technology Raceway on the 10th, there's the Mother Road Rendezvous. That's really cool. They're going to have, as long as weather permitting, different pinup gals and concerts, and it's kind of like a rockabilly type of thing.
Oh, cool.
So that's always sounds like a lot of fun. And then we just talked about the Carillon. They've got the Carillon Summer Series on the 17th, so you can go catch a concert on the 17th there in Centralia. And then the 18th through the 24th, you've got the Clinton County Fair in Carlisle, which we talked about last week. So.
All right. Something for everyone. And again, the website is
ILLINOISouth.org.
All right, Andy, thanks for keeping us in the know. I love hearing more about everything to do in Illinois South.
It's a lot of fun.
We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
You got it.